Change, I wanna see how easy we forget, and everything takes time. No, nothing's ever perfect. I still call you mine. This is my country, this is my flag, this is my future.
Welcome back to NDP 2024, and we're coming to you live from the Padang as the party begins for Singapore's 59th birthday celebration. It may be drizzling now, but spirits are high here at the Padang. And we kick off the show with a festive carnival celebrating our youth's vitality and spirit. Watch them shine in this colourful segment. And making their debut in the NDP are the gymnasts from the Singapore Gymnastics National Training Centre. It's a high-performance training centre that nurtures gymnasts to represent Singapore at major international competitions. And look out now for the Swift skaters from the Swift Skating Academy. Now that academy trains both ice and inline speed skating athletes. The skaters spotlight the discipline, precision and agility of Swift skating as a sport. Now see if you can spot some of our younger skaters here that go as young as 6 years old. And leading our lively entourage of young performers is the Yu Ying Secondary School Concert Band. They're opening the parade with the song Let's Get Loud by J-Lo. And watch as our giant balloon mascots are coming in. They're chaperoned by students from Valor Primary School and are accompanied by dancers from Sengkang and Yu Ying Secondary Schools. Let's see if you can spot August the Merlion, the NDP mascot, and right now we're looking at Charity, the caring and generous elephant from Community Chest. The energetic 40-year-old is proof that caring never gets old. And of course, here's August the Merlion. You see him wearing his t-shirt that says, I love SG, and don't we all? Clearly, he loves everything Singaporean. And up next, we have singer The Kindness Lion. He believes in showing courtesy, graciousness, and kindness to everyone. Singer works closely with Charity for a more compassionate Singapore. And then there's the fun-loving Becky Bunny from Families for Life. Now, she always shows love, caring concern, commitment, and respect to her loved ones. Roaring in now is Neela, who's Sport Singapore's mascot. The energetic lion embodies courage, passion, and friendship in sport. And finally, we have Captain Green. 2024 is the year of public hygiene, and Captain Green encourages everyone to keep Singapore clean and green.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Speaker of Parliament, Mr. Seah Kian Peng, and the members of Parliament.
And leading the way into the Padang is a Speaker of Parliament, Seah Kian Peng. Now, Mr. Seah was first elected Speaker of Parliament by MPs on 2nd of August last year, and that makes him the 11th Speaker of Singapore. Now we see all our MPs entering the Padang and also making their way to their seats now. We have Pritam Singh there, and a lot of all the MPs wearing red and white festive colours to celebrate Singapore's 59th birthday. And as they make their way to their seats, we have a warm welcome by many spectators here. Smiles all around. Everyone is very excited and ready to celebrate our nation's birthday. Now, members of parliament or MPs act as a bridge between the community and the government, and they ensure that the concerns of their constituents are heard in parliament. Now, currently, parliament has 98 MPs, consisting of 87 elected MPs, 2 non-constituency MPs, and 9 nominated MPs. So you can spot some of our nominated members of parliament entering the Padang as well. Up to 9 nominated members of parliament or NMPs may be appointed to ensure a wide representation of community views in parliament. NMPs are appointed by the President of Singapore for a term of 2.5 years. They also contribute independent and non-partisan views in parliament. Everyone clearly in a celebratory mood today. Now that the MPs are seated, the Yu Ying Secondary School Concert Band performs once more. Led by drum major Chong Sia Ing, the 16-year-old leads a 73-strong band as they play In the Stone by Earth, Wind and Fire. We also have coming up later the Combined Schools Choir, 220 students from Naval Base and Queensway Secondary School, performing a variety of songs for us this evening. And on the Padang are 80 dancers from Sengkang Secondary School as well as 100 dancers from Yu Ying Secondary School as they groove to music by the band. And we also have making the rounds around the Padang, the 6-meter high inflatable mascots as well. August, Charity, Singer, Becky Bunny, Neela and Captain Green. Now, for those of you at home who might know this one, you can sing along with us. It's the concert band's rendition of Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. Now, if you look carefully at the performers' costumes, you'll notice a recurring batik motif. And this year's costumes are by fashion designer Max Tan, who took his inspiration from our national flower, Vanda Miss Joachim. His colorful and contemporary take on Southeast Asian fabrics is a celebration of our hybridity and cultural heritage. There's such an atmosphere of celebration here at the Padang despite the rain, and the energy of the performers full of youth and vitality. Now, some of you might recognize this one. It's another pop favorite, Viva La Vida by Coldplay. It feels almost like a carnival here with our giant balloon mascots circling the padang and all those colors as the performers dance and sing, celebrating Singapore's 59th birthday. Now watch the Swift skaters as they perform in front of the red sector at the Padang. Now the contingent consists of 26 skaters, the two youngest of them being just 6 years old. They're Chloe Chua and Julian Wong. And now the 220-member choir are running in to join the performers, flooding the Padang with red and white. And of course, our 7 gymnasts performing a rhythmic gymnastics routine with hoops. They display artistry and sport, beauty and strength. And now the performers are going to form the word united, a symbol of Singapore's strength in togetherness. What a brilliant display by our young performers, an exuberant start to Singapore's 59th birthday. We're going for a short break, but all the action continues in just a few minutes, so stay with us.
Hey boy, you're working or schooling?
Working, uncle.
Nowadays, jobs competitive. You youngsters always want to rise to the top. Uncle tell you, no matter where you work, not so easy to climb. But my son is lucky to get a job related to his studies. His manager say he's good at his work and takes care of his colleagues. Sometimes he wants his job to be more exciting. His office job can have the best of both worlds, meh? I always tell him, as long as he contributes to society and becomes a better person, then already lah, right? So boy, what do you do for work?
Just the regular stuff.
Hey boy, you're working or schooling,
Mommy, what will happen when I grow up?
You will go to school, make friends, and have fun. You'll be happy, sometimes sad, but you will learn how to heal, grow, and take care of yourself. So, will you be a good girl and take care of your health?
watching us from, I'm Sonia Chu.
Hello everyone, I'm Siti Khalija.
What's up, Singapore? I'm Abby Shankara.
And it's yours truly, Joaquin Gomez, on behalf of Abby, Sonia, City, and 27,000 people here at the Padang. We're not going to let anything dampen our spirits. We welcome you to NDP 2024!
And this year's theme is Together as One United People.
And you are definitely the heart and soul of Singapore.
Now it's going to be a night full of songs, of surprises, as we show you how we celebrate as one united people.
We will have your classic favorites like the Red Lions, parade and ceremony, as well as the dynamic defense display which celebrates 40 years of total defense.
And that will be followed by the NDP show.
So this year we've got 4 chapters to the show, and we're going to kick it off with the pioneers, because without them we won't be here.
The second celebrates our rich and diverse food culture, and somebody said, hey, let's have the show host perform that segment. Director Brian, challenge accepted.
The third is about nurturing a caring and compassionate society, because you know what? We Singaporeans got heart lah.
The last chapter is about envisioning brighter tomorrows and being the best possible versions of ourselves.
Okay, but enough from us. If you want to know the entire e-program of NDP 2024, scan the QR code right here. You can see it on the screen, or if you're at home, it's on your television sets.
In summary, you are in for one heck of a show. So guys, let's get it started.
Yes, we are. Okay, so guys, we usually like to kick things off here with something super iconic. And the good news is, we're starting with the Red Lions. All right, it is still happening, and we are so proud of them.
All right, so what you're not seeing at the Padang is the C-130s right above us. At any moment, we're getting the cue that the Red Lions are out, and they will make their descent and land right here at the Padang for everyone.
Anytime now, anytime.
Oh, and officially, we got word, they are out.
And as you've heard, they've made their jump. We have 8 Red Lions making the leap today from an RSAF C-130 aircraft from a height of 5,000 feet. Now that's equivalent to the height of a 500-story building. Just imagine that. And it's not just the height that's staggering. They're also reaching speeds of up to 180 kilometers per hour. And the target? The Padang, merely the size of a matchbox from way up there. An incredibly challenging feat of courage, stamina, and precision. And the Red Lions have to battle challenging and unpredictable crosswinds, and not to mention today's rainy weather as well, to land safely in the Padang. But they've trained hard for this, and the crowd is in for a real treat. Just look at that view from way up there. Absolutely breathtaking. And you can see the audience, 27,000 strong, craning their necks, looking up into the sky, trying to spot the Red Lions as they make their descent. Now, making their first NDP appearance in 1989, the Red Lions were then known as the Singapore Armed Forces Parachute Team, and it had its name changed to the Red Lions in 1996. They're made up of commandos, naval divers, and members from the Special Operations Task Force. Now, to jump into challenging drop zones like the Padang, they must have completed a minimum of 500 jumps. And what the Red Lions are able to accomplish today takes a lot of hard work and somewhere between 5 to 10 years of intensive training to get to the level of proficiency that you are witnessing right now. And as they make their descent, let's take a closer look at what the Red Lions are wearing. Now, the Red Lions outfits, they're not simply a costume that's bearing the red and white of our national flag. All of it, from the helmets to the jumpsuits and even to their boots, it's all designed to reduce drag and to ensure a smoother free fall. And the spectators of the Padang just catching sight of the Red Lions as they make their descent. They've got their eyes up, their phones are out, and they're waiting to catch a glimpse of the Red Lions. Now remember, it's not just the free fall that's challenging, but also the landing techniques that they have to master. Now, one of the toughest parts of completing the jump is this technique called flaring, and you'll get to see it later on. That's the approach as they pull both steering handles down and glide just above the ground before landing. And even the most experienced jumpers say it's very challenging, as they'll need to calibrate and determine how high and how fast to begin the process in constantly changing conditions. You can hear the 27,000 strong crowd there, clearly very, very excited. They're anticipating the arrival of the Red Lions, and this has always been one of the highlights of the National Day Parade. And as the crowd marvels at the courage and skill of the Red Lions, picture this. They're jumping off the plane from a height of nearly 500 HDB flats at 120 miles per hour. A truly incredible feat, and it definitely takes a lot of courage, grit, and resilience. What a view it must be from up there as well. They're making their approach, taking aim for a landing right in the heart of the city. And a cheering and excited crowd is ready to welcome them home in a sea of red and white. Look at all those expectant faces gazing up into the sky, the audience waving their flags and cheering on the fearless Red Lions, getting ready now to welcome our first Red Lion home. And they're almost here. Leading the team this year, all eyes on Master Warrant Officer Chong Boon Heng as he makes his approach. He's got a whopping 2,100 jumps under his belt to make this a smooth landing. The crowd waving their flags, cheering this return. Coming close, First Warrant Officer Chu Eng Seng makes his approach now with 900 jumps. He makes a safe landing as well. The audience giving a warm welcome home. And hot on his heels, First Warrant Officer Galvin Chan. He's all ready to score this smooth landing. And here he comes. A strong finish to loud applause from the spectators in the crowd. Now next up, First Warrant Officer Po Jing Seong. He's logged 1,070 jumps for this moment. And it's touchdown as well. 4 down, 4 more to go. And coming in quick, we have Lieutenant Colonel Neo Chun Chiep. He is the team lead of the Red Lions this year. With 688 jumps under his belt, the audience craning their necks as he makes his approach. And he lands safely. Welcome home, sir. Now, you don't want to miss this next arrival. She's Singapore's first ever female Red Lion who made her debut in NDP 2014. Second Warrant Officer Shirley Ng is making her approach and landing with 888 jumps under her belt. Now, Second Warrant Officer Sandy Wong is coming in close now with 607 jumps. He's ready to score this smooth touchdown. And last but not least, definitely welcoming our final Red Lion home, cameraman First Warrant Officer Eugene Cho. He's the eye in the sky, the man behind all the exciting aerial shots you're seeing. He's clocked an impressive 1,300 jumps, and the crowd is absolutely thrilled, welcoming all our Red Lions home. What a spectacular end to the pre-parade segment. Always one of the biggest highlights of each year's NDP. What an amazing performance by our Red Lions, especially given the weather as well. They're all making their way to the front of the padang now, and the spectators enjoying every minute of that exhilarating performance. You can see them now cheering, waving their flags, and showing their respect and appreciation for all the hard work and the courage that it took for the Red Lions to make this leap today. What a memorable experience and an incredible feat accomplished by the Red Lions this evening. A moment of celebration for them as well. The audience absolutely delighted by the visual spectacle of their performance today. You can see them smiling now from ear to ear, completely enjoying that performance. And a confident wave from the Red Lions as they soak in all that energy and appreciation from the crowd. And presenting the Red Lions taking a final salute after making a safe landing home. The crowd is erupting in cheers and applause, waving their flags, thanking the Red Lions for yet another exciting and memorable performance.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, and to you watching us, the Red Lions were just 8 out of the thousands of performers we have for tonight's NDP.
Exactly, Joakim, because I know that the performers for the NDP show segment are backstage right now and they're raring to go.
That's right, Siti. They have been rehearsing for months for this very special day.
We've got such a diverse group of performers as well. The youngest being 6 and the eldest being 84.
Wow! You know what? Let's head backstage and catch the action with our good friend Muna Baghreb. Why not, right? Have you heard of this thing called GRWM?
I've not. What's that, Abby?
Well, let me explain to you. G is get, R is ready, W is with, and M is Muna.
Okay, so do we say it together to welcome her?
Okay, why not? Let's do that.
Okay, Padang, Singapore, let's welcome Muna in this very nice interview she has for us. We call it
Get Ready with Muna! Hello, Singapore. I'm Muna Baghreb coming to you live backstage at NDP 2024. Now, this year there are more than 3,000 performers in the show, and I'm going to meet some of them. Hi! Hello! Okay, let me guess. Fishball, chili, pineapple. What are you yummy people doing at NDP?
We are performing for chapter 4.
It's the most fun.
The most shopa NDP.
Oh, wow. I'm looking forward to it. All the best. All right. I'm looking for the strong seniors who are performing this year. But look, I am taking you back in time. Hello, People's Association. All of you are working so hard. You must be playing early pioneers who built this city. Say hi to the camera. Aha. You must be the strong seniors.
Yes, you found us with the strong seniors. I'm Rupert.
Gilbert.
I'm Victor.
Oh, how do you feel being part of NDP?
Oh, excited, waiting.
I'm honored.
And okay, no spoilers, but what are you doing as part of the show?
Well, in chapter 3, we'll be pulling the ship to start the whole show there.
Pulling a ship?
Yeah, that's why we have to stay fit and focus for this.
Wow, look at those muscles. Okay, not to brag, but I also go to the gym, see? Whoa!
Show some muscle! Yeah!
All right, all the best for the show. Soka Gakkai. I have to say, every year you put up such beautiful performances, and I love your costumes. Can we do a Wi-Fi?
Yeah, sure.
Let's get everyone in. Say happy birthday, Singapore, okay? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Singapore!
Muna, it's about 800 meters from Sanya to the Padang, so please hurry back before the show starts.
I think she's got it. She's a very fit girly, right? Yeah. Okay, but you are absolutely right. The parade and ceremony segment happens right here at the Padang in minutes.
For the military tattoo, we have bands and precision drill squads from the Singapore Armed Forces and National Cadet Corps.
We also have the Yishun Town Wind Orchestra, Ang Mo Kio Secondary School Concert Band, and the students of Maristella High School.
They are being led by Director of Music, Military Expert 5, Ignatius Wang, and Drum Major, Military Expert 2, Muhammad Hafiz bin Amran.
The tattoo will feature new composition, Strength in Diversity, by 14-year-old Nathaniel Koh and SAF Central Band composer, Military Expert 2, Gordon Tan.
But of course, we cannot forget our friends from the Music and Drama Company and the Beautiful Voice Company as well. They will be with us.
All right, guys, you know what? Let's start this differently this year. Usually we say, please welcome parade and ceremony, and they start. This time, Padang, you guys are going to start the parade and ceremony segment. Here's what we're going to do. All 4 hosts will say Majula. Everybody here, you throw your right hand up and you say Singapura as loud as you can to kickstart the next segment of the show. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Majula!
And now it's time for the parade and ceremony segment of this year's NDP. This year's military tattoo begins with the public warning sirens, marking 40 years of total defense and reminding us of Singapore's occupation and the need to be united as one. On stage, a protective barrier surrounds the people. Lots of converging now, symbolizing external threats and that the military alone is not enough to safeguard our homeland. This performance proudly celebrates 40 years of total defense and the 6 pillars of total defense. As you can see, 6 arrowheads emerge representing the 6 pillars of total defense and military, civil, economic, social, digital, and psychological defense. Next, performers march on linear paths, seemingly out of sync, but together. A movement of circles unravels. Truly, there's a part for everyone.
There's a part for everyone in this land that we belong. There's a part for one and all to keep our nation strong.
Many things that we can do to help defend our land. Let us all do what we can together, hand in hand.
And here you see the tattoo forming a flower formation in the shape of Vanda Miss Joachim, our national flower.
Put your heart, your mind, your will to our defense.
Next, the military tattoo forms the shield of Singapore.
Unite as one, we can defend our Singapore with our heart, our mind, our will forevermore. Put your heart, your mind, your will to our defense. Put your heart, your mind, your will to our defense. If we all unite as one, we can defend our Singapore with our heart, our mind, our will forevermore. If we all unite as one, we can defend our Singapore with our heart, our mind, our will forevermore.
And getting into their final formation now, the 6 arrows unite to form the Total Defense logo, symbolizing individual efforts towards a common goal for Singapore. In celebration of our nation's 59th birthday, NDP 2024. A stunning celebration by our combined band.
The Parade Regimental Sergeant Major for National Day Parade 2024 is Master Warrant Officer Mohammad Ayub bin Said Abdul Qadir, Brigade Sergeant Major, 2nd Singapore Infantry Brigade.
Baris! Steady! Yeah! Jula! Senja! Ka! Baris! Dari kiri dan kanan. Cepat ja! Lan!
This year's parade and ceremony segment at the Padang marks the return of full-scale marching contingents. And marching onto the Padang now are the SAF contingents from our Singapore Army, Navy and Singapore Air Force. And together with our home team contingents from the Singapore Police Force and the Singapore Civil Defence Force. Also with them is the contingent made up of committed men and women from the SAF Volunteer Corps and the Home Team Volunteers Network. We now see the uniformed youth organizations formed by the students. Now, these contingents represent our youth's resolve to defend Singapore and their commitment to Singapore's progress. From the yellow sector, we see the National Cadet Corps Land, National Police Cadet Corps, St. John's Brigade, Girls Brigade, and Scouts Association. And from the blue sector are National Cadet Corps Sea and Air, National Civil Defence Cadet Corps, Singapore Red Cross Society, Boys Brigade and Girl Guides. Together, these civilian organizations and companies showcase how far Singapore has progressed both socially and economically over the years. And the 30 marching contingents represent Singapore's resolve to defend our country through our concept of total defense: military, civil, economic, social, digital, and psychological defense. Together, the parade reflects the unwavering resilience and dedication demonstrated by the military and civilian sectors of Singapore. A show of their commitment to defend our nation and to move onward as one.
Baris ke kanan, low, loose.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade commander will now take over command of the parade from the parade regimental sergeant major.
The parade is formed up and ready, sir.
The parade and ceremony. It's a time to stand united. It's a time for Singaporeans from all walks of life, regardless of race, language, or religion, to show the world what Singapore can be.
It's a time to show our strength.
It's a time to rally one another.
It's a time to show our commitment.
It's a time to make my friends and family proud. Let's go! It's the time of our lives!
Kawalan kehormatan! Masuk! Press! Press! Hormat panci-panci! Hormat! Senja! Ha! Kawalan kehormatan! Garis kiri! Dapat jalan!
And marching in now are the 36 regimental colours, the 4 state colours, and the 5 Guard of Honour contingents. Now, the colours were originally military flags that were a means of identification in battle. In the past, when colours were carried on active service, they stood as a rallying point and the scene of their last stand. Because of their importance, capturing an enemy's colours was considered a great honour, while losing one's colours was a severe humiliation. Hence, a group of soldiers, the Colours Party, was assigned to protect the colours whenever they were brought into battle. Today, the significance of colours is more symbolic in nature. They are the embodiment of an institution's history, honour, and tradition. The colours are awarded to units to recognise their achievements in the field of combat training, administrative efficiency, and service to the community. They bear the badges that commemorate the achievements of the regiment and also symbolize the pride, honor, and loyalty of the men in the unit. Colours are accorded the highest honors and compliments. Now, this year's gun salute will be executed by the soldiers from the 23rd Battalion Singapore Artillery at the Merlion Park. And what you see now are the M3G floating rafts operated by the soldiers from the 35th Battalion Singapore Combat Engineers. The Guard of Honour contingents are proudly formed by the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the newly inaugurated Digital and Intelligence Service, and the Singapore Police Force. The Digital and Intelligence Service was formed to defend Singapore against seen and unseen threats, and their role is to help to secure our nation's critical systems and safeguard our way of life.
Kawalan kehormatan, ke kanan, low, cross. Kawalan kehormatan, hormat panji-panji, hormat, senjata. Baris, rusuh, senjata. Baris, senjang diri.
The parade commander for National Day Parade 2024 is Lieutenant Colonel Roger Cheong, Commanding Officer, Frogman School, and Underwater Demolition Group. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to welcome our senior parliamentary secretaries, mayors, ministers of state, and senior ministers of state to the parade.
Baris, sadai.
And arriving into the Padang now are senior parliamentary secretaries, mayors, ministers of state, and senior ministers of state. We see Gan Xiao Huang, our Minister of State for Education and Manpower, leading the way in there as well. We have many of our ministers. We see Lo Yin Ling over there. And of course, many of our ministers decked out in red and white, looking very festive and also ready to celebrate the big day with not just the 27,000 spectators at the Padang, but also all of us Singaporeans watching now, whether at home or overseas.
Joining us today are our former presidents, Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yang and Madam Halima Yaakob, along with Emeritus Senior Minister, Mr. Goh Chok Tong. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us at today's parade are our cabinet ministers, senior ministers, and deputy prime ministers.
And of course, our cabinet ministers and senior ministers are all coming into the Padang right now. Red and white theme still going very strong here. Love the variety of outfits that we're seeing, all in celebration of this big day. a joyous occasion. Everyone is in very high spirits, including the huge crowd of 27,000 people right here in the
This year,
Padang.
we are especially delighted to be joined by our senior minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. Let's put our hands together.
And the
to
crowd giving a
welcome our
rousing
ministers.
welcome to
And
Senior
Mr.
Minister Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. Senior Minister Lee served as Singapore's third Prime Minister.
There was a time when people said that Singapore won't make it, but we did.
Boys! Senang Day!
In May 2024, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong stepped down after 20 years as Prime Minister. He led Singapore with wisdom and integrity and always kept the interests of Singaporeans at heart. Under his leadership, Singapore continued to shine brightly. Mr. Lee, thank you for all that you have done for Singapore and Singaporeans.
I, Lee Hsien Loong, having been appointed to the office of Prime Minister, it's not just working out policies or managing the economy. It's really uniting all Singaporeans, making sure everybody knows that we're on the same venture together and making each generation of Singaporeans feel proud to be Singaporean. The well-being of Singaporeans depends not just on bread and butter issues, but on how we behave, how we relate to one another. Kita adalah satu bangsa, tidak kira kaum, bahasa, atau agama. Kita harus terus meluaskan ruang persamaan di antara kaum, serta mengukuhkan nilai-nilai dan identiti kesingapuraan kita. 我们有责任好好照顾他们，因为有了他们，我们才有今天的新加坡，国家才会有今天的成就。It's not policies, it's people. Our families are what make life meaningful for many of us. In fact, our children are the reason why we want Singapore to have a future. For them. We are building a fair and just society which respects every person, especially persons with disabilities. Each of us has something to contribute. We had one overriding aim: to protect lives and prevent as many avoidable deaths as possible. Our frontline staff, they are inspirations to all of us. We have confidence in each other and we don't leave anyone behind. This is what it means to be Singaporean. Long may this little red dot shine brightly in the world. My fellow Singaporeans, this is my 40th year in politics. It's been my great honor to have served you. Your unwavering support enabled us to get here with the country in good shape and heading in the right direction. And to all of you, I say a very big thank you.
Thank you, SME.
Thank you, SMD.
Terima kasih, Encik Lee.
Thank you, SMD.
Thank you, SME.
所以下厉先生
Thank you, SMD.
Thank you, SME.
谢谢李志正
Nandri Tiruli.
Thank you, SME.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Boys! Senang!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome the arrival of our Prime Minister, Mr. Lawrence Wong.
Singapore's Prime Minister Lawrence Wong arriving at the Padang now. PM Lawrence Wong is Singapore's fourth Prime Minister, and this is his first appearance at the National Day Parade in this capacity.
Hormat Perdana Menteri. Hormat. Senang! Boys!
Since taking office, PM Wong has engaged Singaporeans widely in a broad range of issues to strengthen the social compact, to chart out the roadmap for Singapore's next stage of development, and to continue to build a society that is anchored on values, solidarity, and purpose.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Boys, tenang deh.
Next, the music video by performers from various secondary schools and special education schools will present a medley of some of our favorite NDP songs. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all sing along.
We are one Singapore, one nation strong and free. 1,000 different voices singing harmony. We will stand together hand in hand. 'Cause 1,000 people, Singapore. We're working my heart and soul, where dreams come true for us. Where we walk together hand in hand. Towards the future's bright. Where I belong, we're working my heart and soul, where we are one big family. One is shouting out loud, where this is where you want to go.
So now we look around and we see
A nation filled with love by you and me.
a land to treasure right down to the core.
Our home, our heart, our Singapore. Home of my family. This is my future. I want to be. Sing the song of home, a land of peace, where dreams are born every day. My home, wherever I may be, on the way. You will always be a part of me. On the way, you will always be a part of me.
Boys, Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome the arrival of the President of the Republic of Singapore, Mr. Tharman Shanmugaratnam.
President Tharman Shanmugaratnam arrives for the grand occasion for the first time as Singapore's head of state at the National Day Parade. President Tharman is the 9th President of Singapore.
Former President. Former. 胜者！哈！
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the salute to the nation. Approaching the Padang are 5 F-16 Fighting Falcons, led by Commanding Officer 140 Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Ko Soo Kia, call sign Tiger. Here's his message for Singapore.
Hello, Singapore. It is our great honor flying the salute to the nation. Happy birthday, Singapore.
Now look up to the skies. And here they come!
Mr. President, the parade is warmed up and ready for your inspection. Sir.
President Tharman Shanmugaratnam will now inspect the parade. As a mark of respect, the 25-pounder guns will fire in salute to the president. You're hearing the shots fired from the 4 25-pounder howitzers, and there'll be a total of 21 shots as part of the presidential gun salute. The president is escorted by Parade Commander Lieutenant Colonel Roger Cheong and Chief of Defence Force Vice Admiral Aaron Beng. The 21-gun salute is conducted almost exclusively for the president during National Day parades. And this year's gun salute is executed by soldiers from the 23rd Battalion Singapore Artillery at the Merlion Park. The President will now conduct his customary inspection of the Guard of Honour contingents, beginning first with the 1st Commando Battalion, a unit with a very proud history. The President stopping now to compliment a soldier. A proud moment for this young man, all the more poignant given this is the first year President Tharman will be inspecting the Guard of Honour parade as President. The President approaching now the Navy Guard of Honour contingent, made up of men from the Naval Diving Unit. They too have a proud heritage as one of Singapore's elite units. Naval divers are known for their physical and mental strength, and even though they're at home underwater, they can also take on missions in the air and on land. The Republic of Singapore Air Force Guard of Honour contingent is comprised of men and women from the Air Power Generation Command. Its job is to ensure that the RSAF is able to deliver the air power required to complete its missions. It includes turning around aircraft, servicing and maintenance, and integrating operations across the 4 air bases. Next, President Tharman inspects the newly inaugurated Digital and Intelligence Services Joint Intel Command and C4 Command. The DIS plays a critical role in defending Singapore from threats in the digital domain, allowing SAF to operate better as a networked and integrated force to deal with new and evolving external threats, as well as to safeguard Singapore's peace and sovereignty. And finally, here's the Singapore Police Force Guard of Honour contingent from Training Command. All police officers must pass through the command to ensure that they have the requisite operational and soft skills so Singapore remains safe and secure. Training Command trains and develops both professional competencies of police officers and also instills ethics and values.
Our president will now embark on a presidential drive past on the ceremonial vehicle around the Padang.
The ceremonial vehicle will now drive our president around the Padang. President Tharman Shanmugaratnam is the 9th president of Singapore. And prior to this, President Tharman served in politics for 22 years and played a pivotal role in building economic resilience and a more inclusive social compact. This is President Tharman's first year as president, and he took office in September 2023. The crowd giving a rousing reception for President Tharman. He is well received by Singaporeans for the way he identifies with the man in the street and also his personal understanding of heartland issues. Since taking office in September last year, he has continued to develop economic resilience and a more inclusive social compact here at home. Prior to this, President Tharman played a pivotal role in public service, in roles related to economic and social policies. Now, these are areas he continues to develop in his people-to-people engagements overseas as head of state, creating opportunities for multilateral and regional cooperation. Despite his towering international and local presence, President Tharman is not just our head of state, but also a member of our community as well. Reaching out with ease and sincerity, whether he's discussing political affairs or posing with residents for selfies, he continues to deepen and advance Singapore's model of multiculturalism. A poignant and momentous occasion as the crowds and contingents are gathered here today to celebrate Singapore's 59th birthday together with our president.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Guard of Honor will now execute the Feu de Joie, or Fire of Joy, to celebrate our nation's birthday.
Kawalan kehormatan akan tembak Feu de Joie. Isikan peluru. Hormat. Tembak. Isikan lagi. Hormat. Tembak. Isikan lagi. Wait for the... Hormat. Tembak. Kawalan kehormatan datang senja. Ha! Kawalan kehormatan rusuh senja. Ha! Mr. President, may I have permission to march off the parade? Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, our President will now take his seat.
Remember the day we set out together with faith. Remember the times so fine when we thought that nothing could stand in the way.
Kawalan kehormatan tiang. Yang lain, jula, senja. Ha! Boys akan berjalan keluar dalam masa cepat. Kawalan kehormatan dahulu. Kawalan kehormatan ke kanan. Yang lain, ke kiri dan ke kanan. Ball! Take!
The march past once again led by the Colours Party. In today's context, the Singapore Armed Forces colours are meant to instill pride and loyalty in soldiers. Each of the colours or flags carry the emblems of the state and individual regiments. The regimental colours are conferred upon units and formations that have attained operational capability or made commendable achievements. And we now see the Colours Party forming up for the traditional march past, together with the 5 Guard of Honour contingents. Colours are awarded for achievements in the fields of combat, training, administration, efficiency, and service to the community. As a mark of respect, the crowd is asked to rise as the Colours Party marches past them. A total of 34 marching contingents are featured in this evening's parade. Now, standing proudly behind the Colours Party are the 5 contingents from the SAF and Home Team, 10 contingents from the uniformed groups, 14 socio-economic organizations, and the combined band. Together, the contingents represent the country's commitment to the 6 pillars of total defense: military, civil, social, economic, digital, and psychological defense. And leading the march past is the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel Roger Cheong. The 4 state colours are in the forefront. followed by the parade Regimental Sergeant Major, Master Warrant Officer Muhammad Ayub bin Said Abdul Qadir. And following behind are the 36 regimental colours with the colours Regimental Sergeant Major, Military Expert 3 Jason Tang. The Army Guard of Honour contingent is next, formed by men from the 1st Commando Battalion. It's led by Major Clement E. And we turn our attention now to the Navy Guard of Honour contingent, formed by men from the Naval Diving Unit. This contingent is led by Major Pang Xian Lang. We now see the Republic of Singapore Air Force contingent, comprising of men and women from the Air Power Generation Command. This 3rd Guard of Honour contingent is led by Major Benjamin Koh. Up next is the contingent from the Digital and Intelligence Service, comprising men and women from the Joint Intelligence Command and the SAF C4 Command. This contingent is led by Military Expert 5 S. Subhash. And finally, the 5th Guard of Honour contingent is the Singapore Police Force contingent, led by Deputy Superintendent of Police Muhsin bin Abdul Razak. Now, total defense forms the pillars of our nation, and it involves every Singaporean in playing our part to build a strong and cohesive nation. This year we celebrate 40 years of total defense, and you can see here the parade forming the letters TD40. And celebrating 40 years of total defense in Singapore. We see members of our SAF home team and uniformed groups exiting the Padang through the stands. And as they pass the spectators, the crowd is cheering and waving their flags, showing their gratitude for all the hard work in protecting Singapore and keeping us safe. A heartfelt show of appreciation and support for our SAF home team and uniformed groups. And our social and economic groups are up next. Leading the way, we have the contingents formed by PAP-PCF, led by Xie Yaoquan, and National Trades Union Congress, led by Sazali bin Zainal. Next are the contingents formed by Keppel Limited, led by Ong Meng Tong, and Semcorp Industries Limited, led by Charlotte Lim. The third block of contingents are formed by OSIM International Private Limited, led by Telvin Tay, and Singtel, led by Thuvinda Singh. Up next, we have the contingents formed by DBS Bank Limited, led by Justin Wong, and PSA International, led by Muhammad Irfan. And following behind are the contingents formed by Grab Holdings Incorporated, led by Jerome Tong, and One Team Singapore, led by Razila binti Abdullah. Next up, the contingents formed by SATS Limited, led by Siti Nuraza, and Cetrium Limited, led by Xiao Lin Ho. And ending off the contingents formed by our social and economic groups are EU Holidays, led by Ang Wee Tan, and Good Hood the Digital Kampong, led by Andy Yap. The marching music for the parade and ceremony is provided by the Combined Band. Now, the band comprises members from the SAF Central Band and the National Cadet Corps Command Band. It's led by Director of Music, Military Expert 5, Ignatius Wang. And the band drum major, Military Expert 2, Muhammad Fahan bin Jamaluddin. The military tattoo is another highlight of the parade. Recognized as one of the most prolific military bands in the world today, the SAF Central Band is made up of full-time professional military musicians and can often be seen performing at major state and presidential events. The Singapore NCC Command Band comprises cadets from Swiss Cottage Secondary School. Above and beyond the standard NCC training, these cadets serve to deliver high-quality musical support for the National Cadet Corps. And that rounds off the parade and ceremony segment of NDP 2024. Now, this next segment of this year's National Day Parade is the Dynamic Defence Display. And this will be the first time that the Dynamic Defence Display is being performed at the Padang. It celebrates 40 years of total defence and showcases how everyday Singaporeans can come together.
Sir, multiple unknowns detected approaching our airspace fast.
Check with CAS for more information.
CAS has no further information on the unknowns.
Scramble the fighters and activate the spiders.
Scramble Osprey flight. Activate the spiders now.
Look towards the blue and red sectors as the scrambled F-16s respond to the unknown threats. The Spider units are now in position to neutralize the unknown threats. The unknown threats have been swiftly neutralized.
Sir, unknown vessel spotted approaching Marina Bay, closing in fast.
Roger. Activate Police Coast Guard.
Roger, sir.
Watch as the Police Coast Guard activates their 3 Series PC-class patrol craft to intercept the intruders.
Levels okay?
Go. The Naval Diving Unit has been activated to investigate an explosive device discarded by the intruders. Watch as they deploy for IED disposal. The NDU boarding team with the combat craft has been activated to board a hostile commercial vessel. Look towards the sky as the AH-64D Apache attack helicopters are being deployed to provide air support. Turn your attention to the stage as our NDU boarding team neutralizes the threats on board. The elite NDU boarding team have successfully completed the interdiction of the hostile threats. Mission accomplished.
Sir, we have detected potential threats.
Okay, inform HQ and continue monitoring.
DIS to HQ, potential threats detected.
This is a mobilization notice for the following call signs: Art House, Deer Hunt, Common Story, Bamboo Grove.
The tactical unmanned aerial vehicle has eyes on the potential threat. The high mobility artillery rocket systems are ready to engage the threat with their highly precise strike capabilities. Now watch as our HIMARS simulate the execution of a long-range precision strike. Target destroyed, capable of firing 6 rockets within 45 seconds and hitting targets up to 70 kilometers away. The HIMARS is swift, precise, and deadly. With its battlefield management system, the HIMARS is also able to send information to the command post and other vehicles. It is a key component of the SAF's integrated send strike capabilities. Next, entering the Padang are the Peacekeeper response vehicles and Terex infantry carrier vehicles. The Peacekeeper features bulletproof windows and protection for its fuel tank, allowing it to withstand small arms fire and fragmentation. The Terex is equipped with a modular protection system for all-round protection against conventional threats. Watch as our soldiers dismount and advance up the seating galleries. Equipped with the SAR-21 assault rifle and the new light machine gun, the soldiers stack up and work in small groups to secure the objective. Our main battle tank, the Leopard 2 SG, and the Hunter armored fighting vehicles are in position. Watch as they demonstrate their firepower to achieve a swift and decisive victory. Our light strike vehicles Mark II have entered the paddock. Watch as these highly mobile vehicles complete their maneuver. Always ready, ready to strike.
How long more to Padang?
Almost there.
Check the gun. Hey, the police in front.
Relax.
Wait,
Relax.
the police is in front.
Just stick to the plan. Trust me. Relax.
In response to a suspicious vehicle threat, the new generation fast response car from the Singapore Police Force is swiftly forming a barricade. Watch as our SPF ground response force swiftly engages the threat and stabilizes the situation. The police receive reports from civilians on a moving vehicle in what appears to be a bus hijack. The fast response car is in position to block the bus, allowing the Special Operations Task Force to breach the hijacked bus. The Special Operations Task Force have successfully entered the bus to further assess the situation.
Is there anything wrong, ma'am?
There's something over there. Should I call the police?
Okay, yeah, you call the police.
Hello, there's something suspicious here at National Gallery. It is beeping and there is a red light.
Nearby, a suspicious bag has been reported by the public through the SG Secure app. The explosive ordnance disposal team is swiftly taking up position near the blue sector, while the robot operator deploys their remotely operated vehicle to neutralize the improvised explosive device from a safe distance. The team has given the all-clear sign. The IED has been defused.
How's the situation?
Look over here.
Threats identified.
Activities detected here.
Authorities are responding to the cyber threats, but a massive power cut due to a system breach has resulted in a worksite accident, trapping people under debris and rubble. Watch as the fire bike and electric pump ladder quickly arrive on scene. Following behind is the DART rescue vehicle, Red Rhino, and ambulance to conduct complex rescue operations. Securing the site, the duty officer has conducted an appreciation of situation. Equipped with the newest rescue suits, the specialized DART team is gaining access to the trapped casualty using the heavy-duty hydraulic spreader and the power saw. The duty officer has been alerted to fumes near the far end of the debris. The SCDF have deployed their latest robot, the Unmanned Firefighting Machine 3.0, to counteract the fumes. The robot is remotely operated to deploy water curtains, which can quickly disperse and dilute the vapor for responders to enter safely. The power outage earlier has also resulted in water disruptions in some areas. Water wagons from the PUB, Singapore's National Water Agency, are coming in now to swiftly provide water to affected sectors. In response to the unfolding events, members of the public are stepping forward to do their part. Over at the Padang, volunteers from the Singapore Red Cross Society are assisting people in distress by providing psychological first aid. Closer to the blue sector, fellow Singaporeans step forward to provide CPR to a casualty. Even as we meet with crisis or disruption, a strong and resilient nation will continue to give strength to our economy. With the 6 unified pillars of military, civil, economic, social, digital, and psychological defense, Singaporeans will continue to strengthen ourselves and our community. There's a part for everyone in total defense. Together, we keep Singapore strong. Happy National Day! The 9th of August is a very special day for Singapore. Let's take a look at how we, the people, have celebrated independence and nation building.
On August the 9th, 1966, a day of great significance to all Singaporeans.
Welcome to the Padang on this fine August evening to witness the first ever live colour telecast of the National Day Parade.
Look up! The Red Lions have jumped!
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the NDP 2024 show!
And now we kick off the show segment of NDP 2024. The world is changing rapidly, and Singapore stands at a pivotal point, faced with many uncertainties. As a nation, we aspire to not only navigate, but thrive in this evolving landscape. The show opens with an energetic and exhilarating drum performance by Marshall House. We see 20 drummers striking 59 beats, celebrating 59 years of Singapore. Our journey begins with our people, the heart of the nation. We recognize that we, the people, are our greatest strength. In this emotive, uplifting, and forward-looking show, we unite as one to celebrate the essence of being Singaporean. Collectively, we reflect on our nation-building journey and pay tribute to our diverse heritage and communities. In this opening performance, local singer-songwriter Amni Musfira brings us a soulful rendition of Anggrek Singapore, which means Orchids of Singapore. NDP 2024 draws from the foundational pillars laid by our pioneers from the 1800s till today to inspire generations of Singaporeans to share the future and dream together for an even brighter tomorrow. Now we see these very strong seniors pulling a giant ship into the Padang, a tribute to our pioneers who built this nation through their hard work, strength, and resilience. What Singapore has become today is a labor not just of their hands, but also of their hearts and minds. This year's NDP show segment is themed Our People, and it features 12 artists and over 3,200 performers who will tell the stories of our people by showcasing our collective strength as we celebrate unity in our diversity. Up next, enjoy this beautiful tune by local singer Shabir. Singe Nadu is a Singaporean Tamil song released in 2012, encouraging diversity, pride, and unity for all in Singapore.
ஒருமை கொண்டாட என் சொல்லு பல இனங்கள் சேர ஒருமை கொண்டாட என் வீடு எந்த தாய் நாடு என்று சொல்லு சிங்கை நாடு எந்தன் வீடு சிங்கை நாடு எந்தன் வீடு சிங்கை நாடு எந்தன் வீடு சிங்கை நாடு
And as you can see, this year's NDP features an asymmetrical stage to expand the performance possibilities and a more intimate space at the Padang to bring the show closer to the audience. You would have spotted the 4 mobile LED cubes alongside the main LED screens and banners to give the spectators at the Padang a 360-degree immersive experience featuring lush multimedia visuals and effects. And now for Amni's reprisal of Hold Up the Sky. It's one of the 3 original compositions in this year's NDP. It was composed by Bang Wenfu, this year's music director. And the song takes its cue from a Malay proverb, meaning, you should hold up the sky of the land where you live. The very words that inspired Zubir Syed to compose our national anthem, Majulah Singapura.
Each day is a new day. We're chasing the sun, building tomorrows. Each day is a new day. Embracing the light, we create a story. United in hopes and ambition. This dance of dreams, we reach out to hold up the sky. To hold up the
This was a mud flat, swamp. Today, this is a modern city. 10 years from now, this will be a metropolis. Never fear. You know, some people think, oh, well, we are a small place, they can put the screws on us. It's not so easy. We are a small place. In size, yes, geography, but in the quality of the men, the administration, the organization, the metal in the people. And believe you me, the next 1,000 years, we will be here. I won't be here, but people like me and like my friends here tonight will be here.
New horizons.
And now get ready for a vibrant, kaleidoscopic celebration of Singapore's diversity as we embrace all that is unique among us, regardless of race, language, or religion. Coming up, a vibrant showcase of Singapore's rich and diverse food heritage as we enjoy some familiar tunes from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. This performance pays tribute to Singapore's cultural diversity and the unity that defines us. From intimate family meals to bustling and extravagant pasar malam, hawker culture in Singapore was successfully inscribed on the UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage in 2020. And this is a celebration of our rich and diverse food culture, which brings us all together.
Ma, I'm home.
By the Crescendos. If that song has put you in a party mood, head down to Orchard Road, Pasar Malam tonight for great food, music, and dancing.
And that's exactly where we're heading. Whisking us away into food paradise is Joanna Dong with her rendition of old Mandarin favorite Cha Shao Bao.
叉烧包，还有那莲蓉包啊、猪肉包啊、玉薯包啊、豆沙包啊，应有尽有广东包。假使你说你不爱吃广东包，还有那各式各样上海包。让我来告诉你，有生煎馒头大肉包啊，生煎馒头菜肉包啊，好朋友，你到底爱吃哪一样？你到底爱吃哪一样？哪一样？广东包啊，上海包啊，广东包啊，上海包啊，广东包。有些人他们爱吃广东包，有些人他们爱吃上海包。朋友啊，到底爱吃广东包啊，上海包啊，广东包啊，上海包啊？我最爱吃是叉烧包。
And now Siti Khalijah brings us Jangan Merayu, one of the most popular songs in the 60s pop ye-ye movement.
Oh, janganlah kau merayu-rayu, beroleh kataku rasa jemu, hatiku yang merisau, janganlah engkau kacau, putuslah sudah kasih dan sayang, biarkan aku pergi seorang, bebas dari bencana, apa nak datang, tak perlu tangismu dan rayaanmu, tak usah berdusta selalu tak guna, biarkan saja aku kan pergi, merajut serta membawa diri, tak usah kau memujuk, aku tak mau.
Get your clappers ready and clap along with me when I sing cha-cha-cha. அன்று வந்ததும் இதே நிலா, இன்று வந்ததும் அதே நிலா, என்றும் உள்ளது ஒரே நிலா, இருவர் கண்ணுக்கும் ஒரே நிலா இருவர் கண்ணுக்கும் ஒரே நிலா
இருவர் கண்ணுக்கும் ஒரே நிலா அன்று வந்ததும் இட்டை நிலா இன்று வந்ததும் அத்தை நிலா என்றும் உள்ளது ஒரே நிலா இருவர் கண்ணுக்கும் ஒரே நிலா இருவர் கண்ணுக்கும் ஒரே நிலா.
And that was local singer Shaza and host Ebi Shankar serenading us with a classic Tamil love song from 1963, which translates into When It Came, It Was the Same Moon, getting all of us feeling sentimental now.
அம்பிகாவதி கண்ட நிலா அமராவதி தின்ற நிலா கம்பன் பாடிய வெள்ளை நிலா கவியிலாடிய பிள்ளை நிலா கவியிலாடிய பிள்ளை நிலா.
Okay, Singapore, let me hear you clap along with me. That's right. Keep it going.
I have waited such a long, long time for someone like you to love. Now that I have found you, my little baby, I thank the Lord up above. You fill my emptiness. You fill my loneliness. You fill my heart with joy. Darling, now I know you're the boy.爸爸说我出世在60年代，1岁多国家才从诞生出来。那时候没人相信新加坡派，还有人移民海外。酒驾的戏院就在60年代，我站在人群里看人生精彩。那时候粤语片是一片黑白，有些来新加坡拍。别人将苹果派都送了过来，我们也可以创造新加坡派。现在是别人纷纷移民前来，谁不爱新加坡派？I like it Singapore pie，我最爱新加坡派。
And that was Joanna Dong with her rendition of Singapore Pie. Now, this next performance might be familiar to many of you at home, especially if you grew up in the 80s. Fried Rice Paradise was written by Dick Lee when he was just 17. This song, with a distinct local flavor, inspired a musical, Fried Rice Paradise, in 1991, and later even a TV series in 2019. NDP hosts Joaquim Gomez and Ebi Shankar kick off this performance.
I've got a friend, her name Billian. She told me that one day she would make it big. Looked around in Chinatown, tried her luck in people's spot, selling plastic rings from China, only 10 cents coming by the, but her products couldn't last. Poor girl didn't know what to do.
Moved along to Orchard Road, she told me that she could try again from there. Had a fling at waitressing, disco dancing, not a thing. Every day she said, let's see, I better find an old okay. Looked around and met a clown who gave her love and money too. So what did she do? She opened Fried Rice Paradise, nasi goreng very nice. That's her speciality, 99 varieties. Fried Rice Paradise, show kids how it's been right. Book a table very wide.
I tell you that there's a place for you to try. Where the tap is so set up, sambal belacan's #1. My father says the most delicious chow fun beneath the sun, and the rest is only best.
Billions waiting there for you. So what do? You go to fried rice paradise. Nasi goreng, very nice. That's a speciality. 99 varieties. Fried rice paradise. It's how it's been described. Look and table, very wise. That is what I would do if I were you.
A truly exuberant celebration of Singapore's unique heritage through food as we embrace unity in our diversity. Now, this next chapter of the show is all about nurturing a caring and compassionate society. Local cellist Olivia Chuang brings us this beautiful, heartfelt piece as we hear the stories of Singaporeans who devote themselves to a life of care, compassion, and service to our community.
My journey with depression started back in secondary school days. Just out of A-levels, I received unfortunate news that my friend actually passed on by suicide. We don't express our emotions. I was one of them. So when I became a social worker, I decided to actually look deeper inside. I went to go and find out more about suicide intervention. I became that friend for strangers, for anyone. I met my wife while volunteering, and we started supporting a lot of people. At first, it was just a ground-up initiative. And then eventually we became, a non-profit that provides mental health programs and services. And that's what we are trying to build. A community that's empathetic, compassionate towards one another, is being there for each other with lots of empathy and lots of love.
The idea of starting up Children's Center was from a boy that Ronita cared for in the hospice.
For his 14th birthday, we took him to the Adult Day Center. His immediate reaction was, why isn't there a place for children with cancer?
Knowing what the kids go through time and time again with cancer treatment and, I think it's more than fulfilling a birthday wish when we set up ARC. We wanted them to be happy. We wanted them to enjoy each day and each moment, experience the joy and the happiness of a childhood. For us, at the back of our mind, we cannot guarantee tomorrow, but we have today.
I'm currently a JC2 student in Tampines Meridian Junior College. Today I went for a volunteer event called Blossom Home Refresh. Our beneficiaries are the elderly and individuals who have mobility issues. We will help them clean their house, declutter, and overall improve the condition of their houses. Usually the most meaningful thing that I take away from the experience is actually interacting with the beneficiaries and getting to know more about them. Right now I have hopes and dreams that I know I cannot achieve yet, but what I can do is use my time and my energy to contribute and give back to the community, no matter how big or small my actions are.
I first met Christy when she was primary 3 and she joined the choir. So my first impression of her was, wow, this girl, she sings really well. For the children with special needs, I think music is especially important in their social, emotional growth. Sometimes music also helps them to express themselves.
My name is Christy Classen. I'm 21 years old. I enjoy performing in front of people. Sometimes I got a bit scared. I cry also.
Music for Christy is something that she enjoys very much, and she's always very happy when she sings or she listens to music. The challenge for Christy when she's performing is usually the attention that she gets from the crowd. That's when she gets a bit overwhelmed. So that is a major challenge for her that we have been trying to help her overcome. So when I see Christy perform on stage, I feel really proud. Sometimes it's quite emotional for me as well.
And you'll see Christy Classing was featured in the video right there, singing with Starlight Voices of Singapore. The groups performing tonight also span across generations. In fact, 2 women in the choir are 84 years old.
Get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired that you can't sleep, stuck in It's hard to take courage
in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all when the darkness inside you makes you feel so small. When I see your true colors shining through, I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors.
Look at these beautiful floral formations. This item showcases 700 performers from Soka Gakkai Singapore and 234 performers from Voices of Singapore.
Time is special. Live that moment.
As long as there is hope, we must not let it go.
I guess a big lesson I can learn from volunteering is that you don't need a lot to be happy.
Workplaces these days are getting more accepting of people with diverse needs, and I'm hopeful that this trend will continue.
I always look at myself as a banyan tree because, be it a friend, be it a family member, or a complete random stranger, I'm there for them.
Let our vision be our guiding light as we journey through our lives. Let a song echo into the night, united in our strife. Look around us, let us realize we're part of the same Let's create a future where every voice is light. Are you sure I'm different? Unique in every way. Part of the same story, part of the same place. Celebrate others, each and every face. You are a part of me, a journey we embrace. Through the darkest days, we know we'll see it through. With a warm embrace, accepting me and you. You are my brother, my sister, and my friend. You are my family, my pillar and my strength. I am strong, I am different, unique in every way. Part of the same story, part of the same place. Celebrate us, each and every face. You are a part of me, a journey we embrace. You are a part of me, a journey
Our Story, a song by SG Enable to celebrate 10 years of building an inclusive society.
My destination for Singapore is a country full of activity, where new ideas are born every day and long-held dreams are fulfilled. It will be a safe and warm home to raise our children. It will be diverse. It will be a fascinating city. It will be a nation overflowing with laughter, confidence, life.
Singapore is ready to take on the challenges of the future with strength, unity, and vitality. This next song, Horizon by Wish, calls on Singaporeans to draw courage from each other and run boldly into our shared future.
Feel the sun fall on my face. My feet will heed the drum today. I begin to feel the world awake. I'm here, we're here now and tomorrow. We'll go farther, braver together, take us to new heights. Fly to new places beyond the corners of our sight. Think what our hands can make. Dream of the things we may create. We build the world we want. We hold each other on. Run with us to the horizon and far beyond. Our bellies full of love and light, 'cause the universe is on our side. Think of the people around us, hold them in your heart. When you are down, just remember they'll pull you back up. And whether they're near or far, they're all a part of what we are. So we know just what we are. We'll tell you who we Run with us to the horizon and far beyond.
I share about wildlife and the environment with the public.
I am a soldier and a doctor.
I operate MRT systems to keep Singapore moving.
I teach people to dance.
We care for the plants and trees in our city in nature.
I am an Olympic athlete.
I make affordable meals for everyone.
I conserve our environment and biodiversity.
I plant livable spaces in our city.
I write stories.
I teach and volunteer in our community.
I'm a power lifter and world record holder.
I am a student and I compose music.
Our streets clean.
Our volunteers and we support the senior community.
I respond to medical emergencies.
I help people restore movement and
I
function.
raise awareness on food security.
We are Singapore.
Nobody at the Padang in June 1959 imagined the change to today's Singapore. It was not possible. We will continue to improve our lives, provided we work together and remain a harmonious and a cohesive society, so that in another 50 years, we will have built another Singapore which is equally unimaginable today.
And now Benjamin King with this year's NDP theme song, Not Alone.
How do I reach for the skies if I'm feeling low? Don't know where to go. How do I stand when it's time, when spirits are high and flags are flying? But then I come to the river that runs through my town, where our fathers and mothers have watered the ground, and the roads I have walked and the faces I know, oh I know, I know. If we just look to each other, then this house will feel like home, and the moment together, the further we'll go. In my home when I'm miles apart, I'll think of the people I hold in my heart, the family I found and the faces I know, oh I know, I know. If we just
into a brand new day. Tomorrow's calling out your name. When you know just who you are, you can't stop, you are on fire. Looking up beyond the stars, fly the flag and raise it higher. And our hearts will be together, echoing what dreams may come. Walking tall in any weather. Time has come, bang a drum, 'cause tomorrow's here today. Dream away, take the world by the hand, 'cause tomorrow's here today. Dream away, let's go right away, 'cause tomorrow's here today. Whenever I'm feeling low, I look around me and I know there's a place that will stay within me. Wherever I may choose to go, I will always recall the city, know every street and shore, sail down the river which brings us love, winding through my Singapore. This is home, truly, where I know I must be. My dreams wait for me, where the river always flows. This is home, surely, 'cause my senses tell me this is where I won't be alone. For this is where I know it's home. For this is where I know I'm
We can be a people who are more inclusive, gracious, and big-hearted. We can be a society where every Singaporean matters and a Singapore that matters to every Singaporean.
Please rise for the National Pledge. Leading the pledge are the ambassadors from the Agency for Integrated Care Silver Generation Office.
The citizens of Singapore pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion, to build a democratic society based on justice and equality, so as to achieve happiness, prosperity, and progress for our nation.
Mari kita rakyat Singapura sama-sama menuju bahagia. Cita-cita kita yang mulia berjaya Singapura. Marilah kita bersatu dengan semangat yang baru. Semua kita berseru has its role and has its place. One people, one nation, one Singapore. One people, one nation, one Singapore. That's the way that we will be forevermore. Every creed and every race has its role and has its place. One people, one nation, one Singapore.
See this silence, every grain of sand. Hear this sound. It's the voices of our friends. Come whatever on the road ahead. We did it before. Do it again. We did it before. Do it again. Proud to be Singapore. Proud to be Singapore. Proud to be to get my best and more. Proud to be
Ladies and gentlemen, our president will now take his leave.
And this marks President Tharman Shanmugaratnam's first NDP as our head of state. President Tharman shaking hands with all the performers now, thanking them for all their time, their effort, and their energy in putting this magical show together. The energy is high. All the performers excited to meet the president in his first NDP in this capacity. And of course, a selfie, one for the books, with the president on this very special NDP. The president, of course, expressing his appreciation for all the months of hard work that went into making sure that this year's parade runs smoothly. What a beautiful celebration of Singapore's 59th birthday. As he bids farewell to all the participants of this year's NDP, President Tharman wishes for all Singaporeans to celebrate the diversity of a multicultural society, staying united as one.
the Padang, we say thank you. And Singapore, you have been absolutely beautiful tonight.
What a beautiful celebration of the heart and soul of Singapore.
Singapore, Singaporeans, you are not alone.
Remember that whatever happens, we're all in this together as one united people.
So always remember to dream big.
Reach out to the sky and dream for even brighter tomorrows.
I dare say SG59 done and dusted. The road to SG60 begins. But for now, let's send the audience home happy. Guys, we say Majula. Everybody at the Padang, you say Singapura. 1, 2, 3, Majula!
And with that, we've come to the end of this year's NDP 2024. What a celebration of what it means to be Singaporean. Overcoming the odds to build a future filled with hope and promise. Today's show reminding us that together we can achieve, but also the importance of building a caring and compassionate society, leaving no one behind. Today's show is a true testament of the Singapore spirit, strong, united, and moving